when we were young, we do more open-ended play because parents don't play with us very often. I don't know whether your parents played with you when you were young, when you were playing toys. But nowadays I see, we say good parents need to play with children. Do you see that?
I think it should be a balance, though. I mean, I don't know what the average parents do nowadays, but I think there's times for my daughter that I'll sit with her and do something together, or she'll come pull me and ask me to do it, or we'll say, no, you go play. She has way more toys than she needs, but she'll make a picnic with pillows and every toy she has, and you just leave her alone. And that's the creativity, I think, is when she has that time to just do something by herself.
The best parents could be a supporter when they called in, and but still then I often don't do what I'm being asked to do directly, so I still would encourage them how to overcome and how you can do it by yourself. And I will just assist in a way that, as I often say, even if you take a bottom, you can take your own chicken and you close it and you open it. So you don't close the bottom for the child. I play in my world, and he or she will adapt that in a way to study it and then start it himself. This is the best way of, again, learn. And it's my way of teaching, not teaching it how to do, so I just do it. I use this example often when I go into, we have also bricks. We hopefully have no books beside. And then we put them all, I put a mountain up there, and I went into and I built and built. And I had 20 kids staying around with their family, and then first one come after a few minutes, and second and third. After, I would say, 10 to 20 minutes, we had, the crowd was all kids in, a few parents touch a few bricks, and then every child built something different, totally different. So, and then the parents always wonder, how creative are their children? Interesting. You know what? They didn't explore that as the reason. They did only follow books, or they did only follow the guidance. And then they wonder, oh, I didn't know my child is so creative. What does this toy does? I mean, a good toy should do that. One additional thing is, we try to make some toys for Let's Grow With You, and this is also a good point for the video games. But I also know there is a certain window that in age-based or stage-based learning, every child discovers a different age and at a different stage. And I think toys should be a companion for that window. You know what I mean? It's some hard to really see it for a too long time, especially for little kids. They evolve in their own developing so fast. So what this helps them really today, they don't need it in a year from now. You know what I mean? But if we try to make everything right, then sometimes we don't do it right there or there or there. It's this child needs a supporter for that moment in time to help to develop that skill. I mean, it's done. It's done. If it's a good quality toy, hand it over to your neighbor or donate it to the kindergarten. It's not a problem. But a good toy should support it for that window where you need it. And that's, I think, what we should develop the toys for.
So it's developmental sensitive, for certain stage or for certain skills. Maybe you need to focus on that so children can develop better in that period. At least for me, I think toy serves multiple functions. One is for the educational goal, like for my daughter, when she was a toddler, I gave her the pulling dog, you see, the wooden toy. And then even though when she grew up, I did not donate that or send it to others, I keep it as a memory. So it has emotional function for me. So that's why I prefer wooden toys to that extent, to somehow. But also I see, just as you said, when you grew up, you might need more video games sometimes also. But when kids are younger, I think they do like to play those construction toys and like doll toys with your daughters. So it's the young children's toy they love most.
But you need to know that most parents forget it. And I like to make sure that we address that in this conversation, that we as adults see often the toys as what I call a toy. But children doesn't see it as a toy. It's their tool. It's their part of work. I mean, when they go to a slackline or a ninja line or whatever, they are the ninja. Or if you do a cooking, you are a chef. I mean, kids take their work, their play, more serious than some adults their work. Seriously. And that is not a play for them. This is work. They work it out, they fix it, you build it, you construct it, you cook for somebody, or you build something, you construct it. This is all real work.
Yeah.
And a toy is not a toy in a child's hand, only from an adult perspective, not from an inside of a child. The child sees this as his tool. And when he have a small car, he's a race car driver, and he built his track, and he create a track where his car may have a competition, or a construction car who deliver all this material to the real worker. So that all is imagination play for a good toy. Then imagination is built on curiosity, and that can deliver to learn. So again, the love play. And the outcome is learned. It's ultimative. It's unavoidable. You cannot avoid it. I mean, you cannot stop it.
It's true, my daughter gets angry if I don't follow her rules. She has her own, it's like the laws of physics, but her world. It's like if you don't put the cup in the right place, or, that's cheese, that's not sausage. Like if you don't follow her rules, she takes it seriously.
So serious. So that's what I say. It's even at age, you take it serious as the play is for children a serious part of work, and we as a grown-up should support it in the best we can, and stimulate that, and support is the best way. And we should be good supporter. And I also often say, don't forget, a 3 years old is not half a 6 years old, and the 6 years is not half a 12 years old. They all have their paths and their time and their experience they need to become a better adult.
I think it's really a wonderful point, because what you were talking about is about how play sparks imagination. Well, we actually started with the topic of open AI, and open AI is the product, I think, of human imagination, because when I was young, I can never imagine this kind of world will come. So imagination, curiosity, and problem solving, and curiosity is always the theme of human beings, and that's what we really need to support children with. I think even though we do not have the exact answer for how to face the open AI world, but at least we have some principles and elements here as we discussed. I think we will have the confidence that our children can live better in their world in the near future.